Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming back to another session for the In on Saturday. As you know, I'm your girl, Erica, coach and meditation instructor. And in this space and in this place is where you and I, get to press the reset button on our life. A moment in which we get to return to the presence of being. This moment, which is all we have. Yet there's so many things that happen within the course of our day, and not to mention the course of our life, that we find our mind traveling back in time to certain events, or flashing forward with anxiety into what is to come. What if we realigned our mindset and our emotional being to feeling and experiencing everything in the now? That's what these sessions are designed to do. They're designed to help you re-engage with life in a much richer way. Because when you do, you'll have a life with much more meaning. A life in which you actually enjoy it. And a life in which you are actually living. So many of us are living, but we're not really alive. And it's time to change that. It's time to do this thing called life in a much better way. Today's topic is centered on energetic clutter. Energetic clutter. Yes. That is a worthy topic of mention. There are 3 things that I'll share with you on this particular topic. Number 1 is work clutter. You know what that is. Number 2 is home clutter. And number 3 is mindset clutter. Number 1, work clutter. In the course of our day, how many emails do you get? At the end of the day, how many emails did you actually respond to? And were you able to bring your best self to the table in your responses? Were you able to solicit help if there's something that you can't handle? Work clutter is actually something that you have to get clear. Because if you don't, you bring that entire energetic exchange into your home space, into the relationships that you have. There's a saying that how you do anything is how you do everything. As we look at the various segments of our life, it's important to address the areas in which we are divesting a lot of our energy. And if we are giving of our energy, then let it be something in which we are receiving a return on our investment in time and of time. Work clutter is essential. When I think about my life, and I've been around for a minute, I may not look it, and this virtual space helps us to hide, I guess, some of the years, because it's hard to tell while looking at so many of us. But I have been around a minute, or 2, or 3, or more. And I've had a lot of experiences, especially when it comes to the work environment. Each person brings with them their own energetic clutter to the table. And then we all commune in this space called work. And we can't help but pick up on everyone else's energy, in addition to our own energy that we're adding to the mix. I began to realize that if I am going to invest my time in anything related to work, then it has to be something that I actually enjoy. And it has to be an environment in which I feel that I can thrive. Because when I don't feel connected to the space that I am working in and the people that I am working with, then I bring my own emotional clutter, energetic clutter to the mix, which distorts my ability to work with excellence, to add more value, to give more of my gifts and talents to the table in a way in which I know I am called to serve. The moment that I realized how important my workspace was and my energetic connection to that workspace, I began to be more intentional about the environments in which I agreed to be in, which means and meant for me that I was willing to let go of environments, work environments, that were not conducive to my well-being. Perhaps someone else needs to fill that space that is in more alignment with the corporate culture. And all of it is okay. The moment in which we feel forced to be in situations that are not in alignment with our true being and essence is the moment that we begin to make choices that are not in the best interest of the future we are building in this moment. We begin to be okay with not accepting our best and not accepting the best from others. As I mentioned earlier, how we do anything is how we do everything. And the little agreements, internal contracts that we make with ourselves create the life that we're living right now. It's in the little things that add up to big things. Now, let's say you are in an environment that is perfectly fine for you. You are in alignment with where you are, but you're somehow feeling out of sorts in your work environment. Perhaps you're taking on more than you can actually handle. Perhaps you don't have the assistance that you need. Perhaps you don't have the proper team in place to assist you with this workload and responsibility. In moments such as that, it's time to take a step back, get clear on what's happening around you and what's happening within you. That's where inserting a schedule is key. A schedule in which you time block specifically the tasks that you are willing to take on within that time point. And calling out to your team, meaning that maybe it's not the internal team that you're working with. Is there a team outside of your group that can assist you in this? That can take on some work, maybe extra hours after work, maybe delegating some tasks on the weekends, maybe waking up a little bit earlier to do a little bit more, and taking a few things off the plate that you really don't need to handle right now. I remember someone saying that in a year, when we're setting goals, just if you can follow me into this mindset of goal setting, that in a year we overestimate how much we can do. And we underestimate how much we can do when we set 3-year goals. But when we break that down into our daily tasks at hand, are we doing the same thing? And if we are, how does that energetic clutter affect our internal well-being? Here's what it might look like. Anxiety, frustration, unhappiness. It shows up emotionally as triggers for you to say, hey, I need to check in with how I'm feeling. This feeling is happening too often. There's something that's going on here. What do I need to address right now? And here's the thing about energetic clutter. Oftentimes we may not know what the answer is because there's so much happening within us and around us. In moments such as this, you need a team of loving people around you that can assist you and pull out from you what's actually happening so that you can get to the proper solution. Which then leads me into key number 2, home clutter. As I mentioned, we bring things into one space from another space. So if there's energetic clutter happening at work, check yourself and ask, is that same energy happening within my home? And when you have one thing layered upon the other, at some point it all comes crumbling down. What I ask you to do is stick a pin, as my mom would say, and check in. Do you need to clean up the room that you spend most of your day in after work, or evenings in after work? And in that space, what can you do right now to adjust, clear, organize, and perhaps throw away or give away? Here's something that I am committed to doing. I lived in Maryland for 25 years. My God, the time went by so quickly over the course of those 25 years. And I moved back to New York City, which is where I'm originally from. And I moved back to help take care of my mom. And it actually was a commitment that I made to her when my children were younger. So I'm really grateful to be back in New York City. But at the same time, what I realize is that I've collected a whole lot of things in Maryland. And prior to moving to New York, I had a yard sale, had wonderful furniture, absolutely beautiful furniture that I wanted to bring with me. Had lots of wonderful things that I had collected over the years. And I was willing to let go of them. From an energetic standpoint, I needed to let go of it. I knew that. Now, while I have gotten rid of a lot of things prior to moving to New York City, there are other things that I've collected while being here. So the few things that I do have, on top of the other things that I've purchased while being here, now seems and feels like way too much. I am energetically feeling an overload. So I have made the decision to either give away, throw away, or figure out what to do next with whatever it is that I have. It's important for each of us to take stock of where our energy is going. For me, if my space, whether it be internal clutter in thoughts, emotions, or external clutter in situations that are happening at work or etc., it affects my creativity. What I ask of you is to take stock of where you are and determine, how does home clutter and work clutter affect your internal well-being? How does it affect your gifts and talents, which is another energetic exchange that you're giving into the world? And what are you willing to do to change it? Really important. The moment in which we accept the status quo of chaos, whether we feel it or not, is the moment that we again have made an internal contract with accepting less. Clean your work clutter and absolutely clean home clutter, which then leads me to our mindset clutter. So important. Everything is an exchange. Everything we give, we receive more of. So if we're giving energetic clutter, then trust and believe you are receiving it in every aspect that you may not even realize that you are. How does that mindset clutter affect your health? How does it affect your joy? How does it affect your peace of mind? At some point, we have to say, enough is enough. I'm willing to break this contract that I have with energetic clutter because it's not serving me in my next level of growth. Whether that be you having a business, the moment you get rid of that energetic clutter is the moment expansion starts to happen because you've made space for it. You've placed your order into the world to say, hey, I'm ready to receive more now because I've cleared up what needs to be cleared. So something else can be filled inside that gap. I think it's timely to lock in and seal in today's mindful session. The moment that we take in these 3 keys on work clutter and how to properly adjust and clear out, even if it means resigning or resigning from that job or resigning from doing things the way you ordinarily do it to adopt something better. And home clutter, addressing what's happening inside the sacred sanctity of your space and returning to that level in essence of energetic beauty. So you can truly rest in peace inside of your home. Truly rest in peace inside of the space in which you call home. And then seeing the effects of doing that in your mindset. Clearing out that mindset clutter, which then improves our emotional state of being. Because the moment that we have mindset clutter, it directly impacts our emotional well-being. It triggers an emotional response. It just does. Whether we're aware of it or not, it does. So we have a responsibility on our hands to ensure that the mindset is clear so that our health in general, well-being, can be one in which actually serves us positively, as opposed to creating more health concerns later on. The moment that you do get clear on all of these things is the moment that you'll begin to enjoy life in the way that it was designed for you to live. So let's get ready to lock in and seal in today's mindful session. Please get comfortable in your seated position, whether it be on the floor, on a couch, or in a chair. And just check in with your body. Even pay attention to how this topic resonates inside of you. Does it trigger something? Just be mindful. No judgment, no heat, simple awareness. And adjust your body in the seated position to give margin to any areas in your body that you're feeling more pain. And that's really important because as we move forward with today's breath work and meditation, the moment in which you are too uncomfortable, your mind goes to where the pain is and where that uncomfortable feeling is inside of your body. So you want to adjust yourself as best as possible so you can be fully present to what today's mindful session and meditation is. In this moment, pay attention to your posture. Ensure that you're not slouching over in any way, that you're not tightening up your shoulders. All of these things are indicative of stress on the body. So relax your shoulders. Round out your shoulders. And ensure that your back is straight. It doesn't have to be ramrod straight where you're sitting up like you're in the military, because that also creates a lot of stress on your spine for prolonged periods of time. I'd like your back to be straight, but straight enough for you also to be relaxed as well. We'll now begin our breathing exercise, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So let's begin. Let's breathe in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Breathing in again through the nose. And out through the mouth. Ensuring that on the exhale you can hear yourself breathe out. Breathing in again through the nose. And out through the mouth. This time I'd like for you to close your eyes and internally scan your body from head to toe. Simply noticing what's happening within you. Let's begin the breathing practice. Breathing in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Breathing in slowly through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. The exhale will be slightly twice as long as the inhalation. Let's breathe in again through the nose. And out through the mouth. Breathing in again through the nose. And out through the mouth. Breathing in. And breathing out. One more time. Breathing in. And breathing out. Let's release the breath. Return to the natural inflow and outflow of your breathing. Just be mindful. Allowing yourself to internally witness the rise and fall of your chest as you're breathing. We'll now go deeper into our meditation. I'll ask you the 4 soul questions designed to help you clarify who you are, what you want, what your purpose is, and what you're grateful for. The first soul question is, who am I? Who am I? Allow whatever responses to come to you. The second soul question is, what do I really want? Allow whatever responses to come to you, whether it be in the form of a feeling, an image, a sensation, or a thought. What do I really want? The third soul question. What would it take to actually live a life with purpose? What is my purpose? The fourth soul question is, what must I be grateful for right now? Right now. Please release all of the questions and answers and return to witnessing the rise and fall of your chest as you're breathing with eyes closed. So internally witnessing, feeling into the rise and fall of your chest as you're breathing. We'll now go deeper into our meditation. I'll introduce today's mantra. Today's mantra is aham, 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 A-H-U-M. Please continue repeating today's mantra. And as you repeat today's mantra, ensure that you're repeating it silently. And a correction in the spelling of aham is A-H-A-M. Aham. Aham. Continue repeating today's mantra without moving your lips or tongue. You notice that your attention has drifted to thoughts in your mind, sounds in the environment, or sensations in your body. Please bring all of your attention back to repeating today's mantra. Continuing to repeat the mantra silently, effortlessly, and easily. Repeating the mantra aham, aham, aham. Try not to think of any profound thing that will happen from repeating the mantra. Just simply and easily enter into repeating your mantra effortlessly. Please continue meditating. I will mind the time and let you know when our meditation is up. Please release today's mantra and return to the natural inflow and outflow of your breathing. Allowing all of who you are to just rest in existence. Rest in presence. Rest in simply being. Existence, presence, being. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Just rest. I'll now introduce today's intention. As I repeat the intention, allow it to flow through your entire being. And repeat the intention with me. I make room for energetic creativity to flow. I make room for energetic creativity to flow. I make room for energetic creativity to flow. When you're ready, please place the palms of your hands together at your heart center, allowing yourself to rest in this position, giving honor to today's practice. And then bowing in gratitude to your soul. And when you're ready, you can softly open your eyes and slowly raise your head. extending the blessing. Namaste. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you so much for coming and being a part of today's meditation. May you find it helpful and receive the benefits of this practice throughout the course of your day and through the daily practice of meditation, receiving the benefits throughout the course of a lifetime. Today's topic was centered on energetic clutter. Energetic clutter. The three things I discussed around this is work clutter, home clutter, in other words, environmental clutter, and mindset clutter. It was a juicy topic and one of mention, important to mention, because I think collectively across the globe we are facing this energetic clutter, and we're bringing in all of the toxicity from the information that we receive, whether it be through radio or television, and the anxieties in the world, and all of that affects our internal space and external environment, even greater than what we think. And we bring it into our workspace, we bring it into our home space, and it absolutely needs to be cleared out of our mind space. So creating more attention and intention in the kind of world that we want to live in and create is important. The moment we organize our space internally and externally is the moment that we have more clarity. It's the moment that creativity begins to flow. It's the moment in which we start to live life on purpose and with purpose, and removing all of that other stuff that we feel like we have to do and must do. It's time to get back to a state of being in which we're only doing things that are in alignment with our greatest good. You can find me here each Saturday, or I should say some Saturdays, not every Saturday. Next week I will be off for, I believe, the holidays next weekend, and I will be out celebrating with my sister for her birthday, so I will not be here next week. I will return in July for another session for the Inn on Saturday. You can typically find me here around 8:30, 8:45 on my sessions, for my sessions. You can also follow me. Please, this actually would be wonderful for you to follow me at YouTube on Rise 360 Coaching's site. And there is where you'll find a list of all of the meditations. So I have a catalog of everything. So based on where you are and what you need, you can just click on what you need in the moment. It's a great space for us to commune there as well. Be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. As usual, your purposeful journey begins right here. Thank you so much for coming. I'll see you next time.